We got Destiny here already. Awesome. We got Fire Battery Watcher here 20 minutes early. Thank you, my friend. Destiny says hello and blessings to you, Eric. Happy Sunday, host. How are you? Happy Sunday to Fire Battery. I'm doing well, guys. Um, how are you? Um, looking through a few books. Some things that maybe we'll talk about a bit. Our friend Flower is here. Flower, how are you? Let's check out Flower's channel real quick. See how things are progressing. I got my cat here keeping me company. Flower's at 31 subscribers. We need to build that up. We're getting closer. Flower says, I'm great. How about you, Eric? Pretty good. It's cold, a little windy out. Flower says, thanks so much. 31 subs. 31 subs and growing. We're going to keep it going. $50 is the goal. And then we'll see where we can take it from there. See where you want to take it from there. It's your channel. So Destiny says, happy Sunday, Eric. Thank you, Destiny, and happy Sunday to you as well. Flower says it's cold there. I got lightheaded from heat today. Yeah, last week we had a few days. It got up almost close to, actually, I think one day last week it got up to 85 degrees. Today it's barely in the 50s. So today is Sunday, and it is the, don't want to get too far ahead, but I thought we'd talk a bit. You've heard me mention the 7 spiritual laws of success, which unfortunately is sometimes marketed as a self-help book. And it's really about looking past the self and tapping into that pure wisdom of who we really are. So in the 7 spiritual laws of success, you have one law for each day of the week. And for today, the law is, sorry, I'm getting rid of some stuff, some pop-ups. It's the law of pure potentiality. The law of pure potentiality is the law of quantum physics. It's the law of cosmology. That from one thing, that singularity of energy from which the entire universe came from, we have the entire universe. Within that little bit of energy, smaller than the smallest particle that we know of, existed the potentiality for all of existence as we know it. It's pretty remarkable. And we come from that, which means we are that. That which is created is never separate from creation itself. So that means that we can put into play the law of pure potentiality to manifest, to co-create, to shape our lives in whatever way we would seek it, we would wish it. I actually had a talk yesterday with our friend Flower about wishing. Our friend Halgo here's Halgo. Helgo. You're going to have to let me know how to pronounce that correctly, so I don't keep making mistakes. Destiny says, it must be extremely hot where you live, to Flowers. So we could also say that the law of pure potentiality is the art of dreaming. All go. Okay, that's what I thought. The W throws me, and I was afraid that I might be saying it wrong. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I do my best to pronounce everyone's name correctly out of respect, and I probably get it wrong 60% of the time. Flower says, Destiny, it really is. And I'll go says, good, you? So each day of the week, what we would want to do is think of that one spiritual law for the day. With Sunday, it's the law of pure potentiality. And think of that which you would like to create. Whatever it is. You want to grow your YouTube channel. You want to monetize it. Do you want to create something else? Do you want to have more to offer so that you can support people? Doesn't matter what it is, because each of them are unique to you and who you are. So it really pays to dive in and ask yourself what you really want. One of the methods of one of the means how primordial sound meditation begins is first you follow the breath, not changing it, not doing anything special with it. You just allow the breath to be. As it grows quiet, you open up and get in touch with your heart center. Still mindful of the breath, and you simply ask yourself, who am I? Without expectation of an answer. Who am I? Any answer you get, let go of. The most immediate answer, that's not going to be who you are. Normally we say, I'm my name, I'm my job, I'm my body, I'm this, I'm that. Allow them all to pass by. Keep asking. When you get to that pure level of silence, now you're onto something. And you move on and you ask, what do I want? How many of us really ask that question of ourselves? What do we want? Deeply so. What do we truly want? Because if you dive down onto each level, asking yourself what you want, if you say, I want $100,000 a year, just throwing a figure out. Keep asking, what do you want? Because why do you want that? What does that bring you that you don't already have now? It might all come down to security. So instead of asking for, saying you want $100,000, what you really want is security. I don't know. The thing is, you just keep asking. These are called in primordial sound meditation, the 4 soul questions. Who am I? What do I want? What is my purpose? What you want and your purpose can be two separate things. Could also be the same thing, but you keep asking, what is my purpose? You're not looking for an answer. You're waiting for a revelation, and that might come later. That might come taking a walk later in the day, or it might come in some sort of revelation. Who knows? You just keep asking, what is my purpose? Why am I here? For what purpose? Let's see. Destiny says, try staying under the fan or air conditioner. Good advice. And Flower says, I do, but the government likes cutting power and water here. Yeah, you mentioned that quite a bit. Algo says, where are you, Flowers? She's in the country formerly known as Burma. Destiny says, Eric, I enjoyed watching your nature pics you posted earlier this morning. You are getting good at filming. Thank you. I'm going to show you guys something. Hold on. Slightly switch the topic from the law of pure potentiality. I appreciate that, Destiny. And I've mentioned before, it's called a Canon Power Zoom. Handheld, 2 buttons on the top, 2 buttons on the bottom, 3 buttons on the top. It has a zoom, 3 levels to the zoom, regular, 400, 800. And takes really clear pictures and films. Absolutely love it. And it was an early birthday present from Mocha, so I've been getting familiar with it more and more. And years ago, and this was like maybe 1990, maybe 1989, I had a friend who was a college student, and he was in school to be a photographer, and he still is a photographer, and he's worked with National Geographic and done quite a bit of work, had some books published. I'm really happy when my old artistic friends from way back then have been able to stay with it. Our friend Goldie is here. Goldie, how are you? Goldie says, hi there, lovely people. Flower says hello to Miss Goldie. Hey, Goldie, Flower is up to 31 subscribers now. Destiny says, what is my purpose is a question we all have to ask over and over again. I found my purpose through stillness and surrendering my will to the divine creator. I'm glad you brought that up, Destiny. We got some hellos being exchanged, and Goldie says, cooking at home after I spent time with my daughter. Well, I hope you had an awesome visit with your daughter. Flower says, you don't have to add lovely to me. You know what? I don't think Goldie even thinks of having to do something or not having to do something. Goldie strikes me as a spontaneously supporting person. She calls it like she sees it. If she sees the lovely flower, then she says, hello, lovely flower. I blinked out there for a second. So, yep, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our friend Flower, Goldie was kind enough to provide a link, and she's growing her subscribers. She's going to be putting out more content, so we're all here to support each other. So, um, yep, asking what is my purpose? The fourth of the soul questions is what am I grateful for? And again, you're not searching your mind for specific things. You ask the question so you can do what Destiny said. You sink into stillness. You sink farther and farther into stillness. The answers are always spontaneous and they always come later. Um, when after I meditate and I get up, do my yoga, I do my writing, I go out for a walk, that's when the answers of what am I grateful for come to me. It's revealed in everything I see. I'm grateful for the trees. I'm grateful for the clean air. I'm grateful for the grass, for the sunrise. Everywhere I look, I see what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I exist, that I'm alive. It's the same way that your purpose is revealed after you ask. I mentioned one of my favorite quotes the other day from St. Catherine of Siena. She said, "All the way to heaven is heaven." All the way of knowing your purpose is your purpose. It's the nature of Dharma. So Destiny said a very, very wise and insightful comment that she, let's see, found her purpose through stillness and surrendering my will to the divine creator. That's when you're aligned. That's when you know you're on purpose because you're congruent. Everything is aligned with universal order. Everything is aligned with the will of God. From the Bible. And I'm sure Goldie and Destiny will be able to give me the actual source from the Bible. Not my will, Lord, but thine. It's the nature of surrender. So Sunday is the law of pure potentiality, according to the 7 spiritual laws of success, which is a Vedic yogic handbook. If you want to get the inner workings of yoga, that's the place to start, and it's also a great place to finish. The law of pure potentiality says that we are part of creation, and as part of creation, we are creators ourselves. We are co-creators. As Destiny said, when you surrender your will to God, you're saying, you know what I want, you know my purpose better than I do myself. And you're guided. Your purpose is revealed. What you want is revealed, the essence. And Goldie says, I'll say it until you believe that you are lovely. Destiny says, Eric, when I'm out in nature, making connections, is when I find myself in and at total peace. Minecraft Gamers is here saying hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? So this is how, here's the wisdom of yoga, how to put that law of pure potentiality into effect. Destiny is saying hello to, well, first Goldie says, thankful for a grounded young lady as my daughter, and for the health, I have to be able to be there for her. Two wonderful things to be grateful for, definitely. Minecraft Grammar says, it's fine, bro. Good, glad to hear that. So, this is how we put the law of pure potentiality in effect according to Vedic and yogic wisdom, as outlined by Deepak Chopra in the 7 spiritual laws of success. I think this is going to resonate very deeply and clearly, especially with our friend Destiny. I will get in touch. These are the outlines. I will get in touch with the field of pure potentiality by taking time each day to be silent, to just be. I will also sit alone in silent meditation at least twice a day for approximately 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. I will take time each day to commune with nature and to be silent, to be a silent witness to the intelligence within every living thing. I will sit silently and watch a sunset, or listen to the sound of the ocean or a stream, or simply smell the scent of a flower. In the ecstasy of my own silence, and by communing with nature, I will enjoy the life throb of ages, the field of pure potentiality and unbound creativity. I will practice non-judgment. I will begin my day with the statement, today I shall judge nothing that occurs, and throughout the day, I will remind myself not to judge. So the law of pure potentiality is the law of creation itself. It's what allows us to manifest the life that we would like to have. And that's how we tap into that field of pure potentiality. Silent meditation, silence in nature, we practice non-judgment. One thing to remember, non-judgment is a practice, meaning we don't expect to have to get it right all the time. We don't even need to get it right all the time. We just need to practice. Man, having a practice makes everything easier because you don't hold yourself to that harsh judgment if you make a mistake. Goldie says, hi there, Minecraft gamers. Will you be respectful today? And Minecraft Gamer says, God bless you, man. God bless you too, my friend. So the funny thing is, Destiny was talking about how she discovers her purpose and through silence, communing with nature. And then she goes on and says, Eric, when I am out into nature, making connections, I find myself total peace. And it corresponds almost exactly with that yogic wisdom. This is what I mean that, when I said to Destiny, you're a yogi, it comes natural. You basically outline what you do to know that you're on purpose, to know your dharma, your nature. And it falls right in line with an ancient wisdom. Minecraft Gamer says, thanks, man. You're welcome. Our friend Fireberry Watcher is here again. Hello, my friend. Minecraft Gamer says, where are you from, man? I'm from the United States, East Coast, state of Maryland. Right in between Baltimore, which has been in the news lately because that ship collided with a bridge, a bridge that I have been over many times. And in between there and Washington, D.C., almost evenly split between the two. Goldie says hi to Fire Battery. So, Destiny, you outline 100% without even trying, no effort at all, why you are a yogi and why you're you just tap into that, the wisdom of the ages. Let's see. Is that Brenna Schultz? It's actually small, so I'm having a hard time seeing it. I hope I got that right. Brenna Schultz. My mother's maiden name is Schultz. My mother's maiden name is Schultz, and her mother's maiden name was Sabo, which I talked about with Goldie before. It is a Hungarian name, although it's been Americanized. So that's the path of pure potentiality. Every Sunday. Minecraft Gamer says, no one man. Fire Battery Watcher says, Yogi, you are wise. Could you give me some advice? I don't know it as I'm wise, and I don't know what my advice is worth. However, I'm happy to be present to any question that you have. And I think sometimes when we talk about it, all of us, that something happens. So I'm happy to help any way I can. I'm happy to listen, and I'm happy to just be an open presence to, and we'll see what we can do. Flower says, is anyone else immune to getting burned by glue guns? Man, I haven't used a glue gun in decades, so I don't remember. Goldie says, Eric, Zabo, I believe the S is silence, Taylor in Hungarian. So the next day, we're not going to cover, I'm going to try to do one law each day of the week, the way it's outlined to be taught. But tomorrow, Monday, would be the law of giving and receiving. And I talk quite a bit about that on a regular basis anyway, that in the end, giving and receiving are both the same thing. There's no such thing except for the final breath as an out breath without an in breath. We give, we receive. Truly a law of nature. Let's see, Fireberry Watcher says, I just drew a rough sketch and actually turned really good, but I didn't like draw, let's see, the facial features of the correct anatomy, so I'm scared to add detail because it might ruin the sketch. So, Fire Battery Watcher, does it feel finished to you? So when I write every morning, when I ask myself, does this feel finished? Is there anything, I'm a minimalist at heart. So is there anything that I can add that provides further meaning, further clarification? Does it add to the flow? Does it add to the beauty? If the answer is no to any of that, I'm always hesitant to change it. I'd rather err on the side of bareness, of the essential nature of things, rather than excess. And I think that's important, especially nowadays, because we live in an age of excess. We live in the age where we just keep adding things and adding things and adding things. Everything needs an extra bell and an extra whistle, an extra app. Layers upon layers upon layers. And to me, the beauty exists in the bareness of nature. You know, a tree doesn't need to be adorned with anything extra from us. It's fully beautiful in its capacity as a tree. Just as beautiful in bloom as it is in autumn, as it is in the bareness of summer. Same with all of nature. So when you're aligned with nature, when you're aligned with your nature, which are truly the same thing, um, and you ask yourself, is it finished? Is it complete? I think is a better word. Can anything be added? Then I think you know. Minecraft Gamer says, bro, say hello to Bangladesh. Bangladesh. That's going to be my one and only time saying it today. Well, I'll say it one more time. Hello to the Bangladesh people. I've been practicing. I say it once a day. Next on my list is to get the proper name of Burma and the proper pronunciation and say that right in honor of my friend Flower. Destiny says, Eric, Fire Battery says that you are wise, and I agree with him. Many times people can see in us our talents, our greatness, and truth that we don't see ourselves, or we see them and don't embrace them. I agree. Um, Destiny, you and I have talked about the nature of the shadow quite a bit. And the shadow is as much, we always think of it as the things that we don't like, that we keep projecting and putting in that big dark bag that we drag behind us. It's also the things that, the great things within us that we fail to recognize. And so we project them on others. Hero worship. But you can't recognize a quality that you don't also possess. I forget which philosopher said, nothing that is human is foreign to me. And that leaves everything in the book, the good and the bad. But for me, when I say I'm not so sure about me personally being wise, is because the best answers I ever have given to myself or to other people is when I'm able to get quiet and listen to a wisdom that's not mine, but is all of ours, ever present, inspiration. It's always whispering through the air. We just need to remember to listen. So, through decades of meditation, getting quiet and listening, I've gotten better at it. But it's, again, it's available to all of us. Minecraft Gamer says, I will pray for you that your live will be viral soon, bro. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate that quite a bit. I will be happy with being viral would be awesome. A lot of pressure though. I would be happy with getting my 4,000 watch hours. I'm slowly getting up there. Today, I turned a new corner with that. I broke in the 2,300 mark. Closing that gap, getting to 3,000. We got a thumbs up from Minecraft Gamers. Firebrowdy Watches says, thank you, Minecraft Gamers, for being good today. we get a laugh from Minecraft Gamers and asking, how are you, Fire? Destiny says, being humble is a great thing, but sometimes we become too humble in fear of falling into pride or boosting in themselves. This is true. I try to be mindful across the board of, um, you know, like I said about wisdom, knowing that there's a greater wisdom than me, a greater wisdom than my mind, and that's the wisdom of nature, the wisdom of life, the wisdom of the universe, the wisdom of God. Um, so I gladly open myself up to that as much as possible because, man, I've never made a mistake when I listen to that higher wisdom. But I often make mistakes when I listen to my own advice. The big difference between advice, between thinking, and that intuitive wisdom. And the big difference is we all have that inner advisor telling us to take a left when intuition says take a right. Take a left when the universe says take a right. Take a left when God says take a right. And we shrug off that voice and we say, I know what I'm doing, and we take a left and we end up completely lost. I spent a vast majority of my life completely lost because I kept turning left when God was clearly saying, take a right. My own advice is fallible. Sometimes it's good. You know, 59, I've done a lot of stuff. I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned an awful lot. But sometimes I'm just as wrong, sometimes deeply so. But here, that voice that always tells me to take a right is never wrong. It's the voice of God. That's the voice of the universe, the voice of life. The big difference is knowing which to listen to, being clear about it, and then those big things, that big intuition, to not lay claim to it. God said, God does something miraculous. Who am I to step in and say, I did that? You know, this is why Jesus said, all the miracles that he performed, so could you. And he didn't mean because they possessed the power of Jesus Christ, that Jesus possessed the power of God, and we possess our own power of God. Maybe not to the extent of the big, maybe so. So I try to keep myself, it's the same when I talk about writing. I guess the big thing, you know, and I have a copy of the Bhagavad Gita here, is to know that I'm not the doer. It's not me doing anything. It's life being expressed as me. It says the same in the Tao Te Ching. Firebody Watcher says, how you fire BTW? Do you mean, are you fire or are you in fire? It's the first that I'm good, and the second because I like fire. Interesting. Goldie says, Eric, can you please make a long playlist so I can send Goldie Dins to watch it? I actually have several fairly long playlists. I have a playlist of every live that I've done, maybe missing a day or two recently. And the one that says Burpees in the Basement has like 650 videos, all of which are either anywhere from half an hour to an hour or more. And I'm working on a few more playlists. But the live readings and the Burpees in the Basement are both really, really long. And thank you. I appreciate that, Goldie. Goldie says, right now it's supporting a different channel with the same need. That's awesome. Love to hear that. I've been trying to do the same thing for our friend Noble and our friend C. Payton as well. and a few other people um, here and there. And Destiny says, your gift will make room for you, whether you embrace it or not. It's all in God's divine planning. I agree exactly, Destiny. Flower says, it won't be that active. I'm getting a bit crafty. Um, I'm glad to hear that. Glad you're here. I'm glad when you're active, but there's really something special about giving yourself to crafts. Minecraft Gamer says, don't forget us, bro, when you become viral, man. Um, I can never forget the people who support me. I can never forget people who are my friends. And if indeed I get a chance to grow and expand my channel, then I have every intention of doing so in support of other people. That there's no sense in expansion if you don't take people along with you who wish to expand as well. It's an important lesson from our friend Destiny, that she's here on YouTube to help other people uh, grow and expand in whatever way they wish to. Um, and it's also an important lesson from our friend Goldie, who right now talked about being able to help people get their watch hours so they can expand, so they can reach their goal. And absolutely asking nothing in return. That's the true law of giving and receiving. Because both Goldie and Destiny get the gift of helping someone. They're receiving the same time they're giving and giving and giving and giving. Man, when we're able to make that distinction, when we realize how joyful our life is, when we're of service to other people, when we're giving, when we have that realization of a mission that's larger than us alone, um, every day is a gift. Every day is an opportunity to give. And you no longer want to partake in low vibrational activity. You want to keep rising people up because you rise with them. Our friend Masha, Mayhem and Miracles, is here. Mayhem says, cheered you out. She's saying hi to everyone. Mayhem and Miracles, Masha, is another one. You know what? I wouldn't be here doing a live session twice a day for an hour or more if it wasn't for Mayhem and Miracles and her advice. I said advice, and advice is important, but more so it was example. I appreciate everyone's advice, and I appreciate Masha's advice. When I asked, she had mentioned how she had gotten her watch hours, and it was relatively easy because she goes live and she talks and she supports people and she helps people. And then I watch and I see her do it live by example. So, advice is wonderful, but if it's not backed with that action of love for what you're doing, and you can tell that Masha really loves what she's doing, that's what counts. That's what counts for me. So I appreciate that you shared me out, and I appreciate everything that you do every time you go live, everything that you do, period. So, hey guys, if you are looking to grow, expand your channel, if you have some goals on YouTube that you want to achieve, go visit Mayhem and Miracles and just hang out, spend some time, ask some questions, support other people. Anyone who needs support, Masha will guide you in their direction. And you get the opportunity to be of service, and you make some friends, and your channel grows. It's a win-win across the board. And Firebrownie Watcher says, I hate frocking. I frocking hate drawing long hair. TT, this is probably why I only draw men. That came out wrong. Yeah, but I understood what you're saying. It's good to practice the things that we're uncomfortable drawing artistically, which is why I never try to push away when I'm writing, which I do every single day, and I have for 25 years now, 26 years. If something comes to me and I think, this isn't what I normally write about, I sit down and write about it because it's been given to me for a reason, and it's excellent practice for stretching out of my comfort zone artistically. Goldie says, cool, once I finish the playlist it's watching, I'll take up the burpees one until the end. Oh, wow, thank you so much. That actually might be enough to get me to that first level, 3,000. Goldie is laughing along with Fire Battery. Goldie says, hi there, lovely Masha. And gets a hi Goldie back. Flower says, hello, ma'am. Mayhem, how are you? Saying hi to Flower. Speaking of expanding, hey, Flower, definitely go visit Mayhem and Miracles. We will reach that goal of 50 subscribers in 1 or 2 visits. I bet you. Not an actual bet, but I didn't want to say I would guarantee you. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but there's an excellent chance that going, introducing yourself, supporting other people, that it would happen. I make new connections with every visit. And best of all, it's a wonderful opportunity where I can go and ask who needs help, who needs a hand, who needs some watch hours, who needs anything. Mayhem says that she is good. Thank you kindly. And Minecraft Gamer says, and I'm having a hard time seeing that. Inshallah God will support you. And I agree that you shall be supported. Mayhem says, I'll go give you watch hours now, Yogi. Oh, thank you so much, Masha. That is greatly, greatly appreciated. It's been, lately, I've been able to get like just over 100 watch hours in a week, which means at this rate, 2-3 months. And then, of course, I hear stories. Don't expect big things once you're monetized. Probably good advice. Fortunately, I don't expect big things. I don't ask for big things. I ask for just enough. I'm content. Nothing the matter with having huge, big dreams, especially when you realize what our friend Minecraft Gamer says, that God will support you. So dream big, especially when those dreams incorporate being of service and aid to other people. And it's in alignment with God's plans, of course. But at the same time, if you ask yourself, how much do I need? It doesn't add anything over a certain level. It doesn't actually add to your happiness. And if anything, could possibly detract from it. That level of joy, contentment, knowing that you are aligned with the laws of the universe, knowing that you are co-creating and coexisting with life itself, that's a big thing for me. That's the plan. And Flower says, I will, Eric. Hey, thank you. Flower, because I think that's going to be a big, big, big thing. And you are the type of person that gives so much to other people that it's only going to come straight back to you as well. Mayhem says, I will help with watch hours, support, shout outs, and using my community tab. I will help you grow. Thank you so much. And if you know of anyone who needs a return favor, that needs the watch hours, I'm always open. I mentioned right now I've been playing a lot of C. Payton's playlist, her previous live sessions, as well as our friend Noble, and a few other people as well. Oh, UK Medic, I've been playing his stuff quite a bit. Our friend Destiny says, still here listening. Thank you as always, Destiny. Destiny is someone who I feel her presence here on this channel, even when she is not linked in for short, because she has done so much for me personally, for my channel, that I feel that this channel, this space, is as much Destiny's as it is mine, as it is all of ours, every single one of you. I talk quite a bit about, especially with Destiny, about beingness, about presence, and presence being that openness that accepts and allows all things. And then we have people like Destiny and Goldie and Flower. We have Mayhem stopping in. Let's see. Goldie says, Eric St. Paul said that I have learned to be content wherever I was. That's awesome. I'm going to write that down in my ever-present notebook. The thing is, in modern age, modern era, content has grown kind of still. People will think, why be content if I can have more? But more is never enough. We know that from our addictions. When I was in the throes of my own addictions, when I drank away the entire decade of the 1990s, one drink was never enough. 10 drinks was never enough. There was no such thing. I never once said I've had enough. I drank until I was drunk, and then I continued drinking to stay drunk. And then I repeated it the next day. When, through the gift of meditation, the gift of my yoga practice, the gift of some great teachers in my life who opened me up to not just meditation and yoga, but helped return me to my roots of Christianity, Not saying be a practicing Christian, but to live the teachings of Jesus. Big, big difference. The two aren't mutually exclusive, um, but they can be. They can be the same thing. They don't necessarily have to. I've heard many Buddhists who were Christians say that Buddhism helped because Buddhism doesn't necessarily, it's more of a psychology than it is a religion. Um, Deeply practicing Buddhism can open you up to the teachings of Jesus. And that's the way it worked for me. So there's a lot to be said for going back to that contentment. Contentment is true joy. Happiness has levels. And the things that you can make you happy, you can have the rug pulled out from under you, and they can just as easily make you unhappy. You're happy when you have them. You're unhappy when you don't. That joy of contentment is ever present. As St. Paul said, as thanks to Goldie, I have learned to be content wherever I was. So that goes into the book. And I've made clear my deep love of the writings of St. Paul. And his letters to the Corinthians, too, when he talks of love, I think it might be the most beautiful thing in the Bible. Minecraft Gamer says, roses are red, violets are blue. How blessed are you to have subscribers like us? Very, very blessed. It is what it is, says, good morning, Eric. I did it. Salute to the YouTube family. Everyone is saying hi. I ran the 6 miles with my wife, and I was bullying her to go faster. So the tide has turned. The bullied has now become the bully. The great thing about that, for those who might misunderstand, when you're running with someone or you're training with someone, and you're able to, because his wife is training for a race, and Lewis is supporting her. So for him to be able to offer a little bit of bullying, go faster, serves her, helps her go faster, gives that little competitive urge. Awesome. 6 miles is a really awesome run. So it was a good pace. Fireberry Watcher says that he's back. Shall I explain Buddhism? If you would like. I have a pretty good grasp. 30 plus years with some really good teachers. But you know what? Everyone's explanation always adds to it. I can never hear enough. Goldie says, let's see. Eric, there's more to that statement because it follows with a short recapitulation of what he went through. I'm going to read the whole thing. I will Google it up when we're done. And if in you, I get a job at independent living facility, so I can enter into the annual chili cook-off. Hey, that's awesome. I'm not going to ask you if you have a secret ingredient, as I don't want you to reveal the secret. However, I'm looking forward to hearing how you do. Firebody Watcher says, and then he went and meditated for many years and came back and said that you can break the cycle of reincarnation if you stop your earthly attachments. Destiny is saying hi to Lewis, asking how he is. Is what it is, says 1% better every week. I say yes. We really didn't go over 11 minute a mile. Kept it at 10:30. I posted it on my computer page. It felt really good. That's a good pace too, and that's what you want for your long runs. You want it to feel. You want to feel like you can keep going. You don't want to get to the end and think that was tough, or I can't take another step. You want to leave each of those long runs with confidence that you can do more. And you also want to be thinking in your mind, I bet you I could have done that a little bit faster. Lewis tells Destiny that he is doing great and asks how she is. Goldie says, if I remember correctly, it is in his letters to the Philippians. Destiny says, Eric, I just shared you out and with new people that help you getting watch hours for YouTube family communities. Oh, wow. Destiny, thank you so much. That is greatly, greatly appreciated. Oh, Firebrownie Watcher says, Yogi, you skipped the first passage. Sorry. Let me I actually don't see the first passage. I see where you say explain Buddhism, and then that's the first one that I see. Sometimes it seems that these live streams I end up missing. So I apologize for that. Flower says that her back hurts. So, hey, while we're talking about watch hours and subscribers and growing our channels, let's not forget to like and subscribe to our friend Flower and her brand new YouTube channel. I'm going to check out and see how she's doing real quick. I see that your one video, Flower, has 489 views now. That's awesome. Destiny says, Lewis, I'm doing fantastic. I keep watching your burpees vids so I can learn to be a better burpee person. Destiny, I keep watching his burpee vids so I can learn to be a better burpee person too. Everyone needs to discover their own burpee style. And I love watching everyone in the burpee community for what they offer. But if I were to, if someone were to say, what's the best way to do a burpee? I would point them to It Is What It Is, this channel, and say, this is the optimum of burpee dumb, burpee hood, burpee expression. One of the big things in the Bhagavad Gita is authenticity. And this is what I was talking about with when we were talking about art a little bit with Fire Battery Watcher. that the authentic artist doesn't need all the flourish, doesn't need all the add-ons. And the writer Stephen Pressfield, who inspired me to start writing every single day, and he wrote the book The Legend of Bagger Vance, which became a Will Smith movie, which wasn't a great movie, but it's a wonderful book, and it's based upon the Bhagavad Gita. Bagger Vance, Bhagavad Gita. He uses golf in replacement for the battlefield that's found in the Bhagavad Gita. And they talk about finding their authentic swing, that within each of us, which in every golfer, there is an authentic swing. And you can take that, whatever type of artist that you are, that for me as a writer, I have an authentic writing style, and my role is to find that, is to keep returning to the authentic. Bringing this back around to It Is What It Is. When I watch him do burpees, I see an authentic burpee. He doesn't add anything to it. Everything is that pure expression of what a burpee should be. Honestly, it's a thing of beauty. And that's why, above all, I give complete praise to It Is What It Is burpee. So that was a long tribute to Lewis, the true burpee champ, in my opinion. It Is What It Is says, Sister Destiny, you are one of a kind, amazing support, and a huge heart for helping others, a true inspiration. She certainly is. Lewis says, you guys are too kind. Minecraft Gamer says, my battery comes fire. Minecraft, I feel I've been amiss. I need to check out your channel and spend some time there. I'm guessing, and I could be wrong, you have a gaming channel, and I've come to deeply appreciate a lot of the gaming channels. So I definitely would like to see how you present it, if it's okay with you. Destiny says, hello Flower, I always tag you in with training and teaching on YouTube rules. Helping the information will be helpful to you. I hope you're watching them. Flower says, I have one video, but people watch shorts more, so I don't really think I'd have much views on there. Destiny says, thanks for the kind words, Lewis, but when I grow up, I want to be just like It Is What It Is. It's good to set those high aspirations. It Is What It Is says, have a great day, everyone. Firebody Watcher says, MC Gamers, America supported Pakistan, right? So, I think for today, for this afternoon, going to wrap things up. It is getting time for my second meditation. And then something to eat. We'll be back. I'll be back about 5:10. Anyone wants to come by and hang out again? I had a lot of fun in this session. Truly, truly awesome people showed up. We all got to support each other. Destiny says, Lewis, thanks for acknowledging our kindness, and it's much appreciated. However, You are the most humble person anyone can ever know. You're very much loved and appreciated. It is what it is. And that is 100% true. I mentioned that to Flower the other day and a couple other people, that when it is what it is in a chat with you, you know 100% he's got your back without even questioning it. Goldie says, the Flower, I believe that the video is set on private. I was looking for vid and didn't see it. And Fire Battery Watcher says, hope you have a good meditation, Yogi. Thank you. I appreciate that. And sorry I missed the first part of your Buddhist discourse. If you stop back in the evening or tomorrow, man, I'd love to talk more Buddhism. At one point, I thought that Buddhism was the end of the path for me, that this was it. But it just seemed that life kept pushing me in the direction more of yoga. The two are so closely connected for me that it just seems seamless to go back and forth. And Flower says, not sure I'll be there. I have school tomorrow. Always appreciate it when you can make it, but never ever put yourself out where it's going to interfere with real life. Destiny says, blessings and love to everyone, and thanks for joining Eric for the live discussion today. Please don't leave without hitting the like button if you haven't already. Thank you all. Yes, much appreciated, guys. Very much appreciated. And thank you for that, Destiny. Flower says, Goldie Nightwater and a few people have, Night Watcher, have already commented on it. So, all right, guys, with that, I'll be back. I'm going to remember, I want to Google up that quote from St. Paul. That was awesome. Goldie, thank you for that. Thank you for everything. Goldie says, I watched everything I found, so give us more content. Flower. Remember, Flower, the challenge was one video a day until you reach your 50 or more. Fire Battery Watcher says, bye, Yogi. Bye, Fire Battery Watcher, and everyone who came in. Goldie, Flower, Destiny. It is what it is, of course. Minecraft Gamers. FNHU, our good friend, Mayhem and Miracles. So again, this was a fun talk. I appreciate everyone. Each person had something totally unique that they brought here and added to the conversation. I could not appreciate a group of people more than I do with you, my friends. Thank you. Goldie says, but she is in school, and I see how much my daughter is working, so I understand. This is true. I agree. Goldie says that she will, or Flower says that she will. Flower says, bye, Eric. Have a nice day. You too. Everyone have a nice day. Take care. And I will see you, if not next session, soon. Thanks again, guys.